All right, now if your college-bound child applied early admission to Duke or MIT, well, the decisive letter is in the mail. Getting into those and other brand-name schools early will be a challenge this year. They took in a record number of applications. Janet Lorin reports on higher education for Bloomberg News. Her story, by the way, one of the most popular among Bloomberg readers today. So, Janet, let's talk about what you guys found. First of all, the schools having the biggest increase in early admission applications. Who were they?
Northwestern reported a 26% increase. MIT and Duke both had a 13% increase. Penn and the University of Chicago both had a 19% increase.
So why are kids applying to these schools early at such an increased rate compared to last year?
They're thinking about their future and they're thinking about jobs. For example, when I'm done with college, what school is going to give me the best chance to get a good job? It's not only the education they receive, but it's the name of the school and the alumni network that might help them with jobs.
How is it any different from what's kind of gone on for decades? I mean, people look at that. You know, the network is always so crucial, the alumni network. So what's really different?
The economy and the anxiety about, am I going to be able to get a good job? And kids also just want to get this process over a lot earlier. There's a lot of stress and anxiety, and if they can be done 3.5 months early, they'll decide to apply early.
So are the colleges actually going out there and marketing themselves as having incredible alumni networks and will get you a job better than any other school on the block? I mean, is that part of the sort of marketing package?
Well, this year Northwestern said they did a little bit of marketing about what internship opportunities you could get in Chicago, and also you could get as an undergraduate, you could get a certificate from the Kellogg School of Management, and they're trying to market these opportunities to build your resume when you are done, with Northwestern. You already have great experience.
It's kind of interesting because I think people talk about younger generations like they're kind of immune to what's going on and not so caring, but it sounds like they really are locked into what's been going on over the last couple of years in terms of college graduates coming out and not having a job, so that they're really in tune to the difficulties out there in getting a job.
Well, I spoke to one girl who applied early decision to Wharton who didn't get in, but she said, the idea of having Wharton on my resume would certainly help in the job market.
Is it more difficult to get in? I mean, it's interesting that MBA, for example, applications shot up, right? Because bankers get fired and they say, I'm going to go improve my education and I'll get a better job after. Is it the same at college? The college level, are more and more people applying to college in general?
Well, we have an understanding that students are applying to more colleges because it's so difficult to get in. So the effect is, Brown, for example, had 30,000 applications last year. They had a 40% increase over 2 years. Well, do the math, that just makes the admit rate go down since they're not increasing the number of spots. So only 9% of the applicants got in. And the difference with early decision and regular decision at some colleges can be pretty great. At Duke, for example, the admit rate for early decision last year was 30% compared to 15% for regular decision.
I see. So college counselors are getting wind of this and telling students, hey, apply early, you're more likely to get in.
If you know you want to go to school there, and generally if you apply early, you don't have the same opportunity to compare financial aid packages. So that is a disadvantage. But it is an advantage for the colleges because they're accepting kids who really want to go there, and then they can shore up their class. For example, Dartmouth, in accepting its early class this year, has already filled up seats for 40% of the class. So
wow, that's a lot, or it sounds like a lot.
It is.
I mean, so the universities, the colleges like this as well. I mean, this gives them an opportunity to kind of pick the cream of the crop, if you will.
And they know who's going to come for binding early decision programs. Some schools like MIT and Chicago and Stanford have non-binding programs.
You have to be good at dealing with deadlines, though.
Can you do that?
It's not the easiest thing. It's not my best skill, I'd say.
All right, note taken. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.